Hey everybody, Lazerbolt here, and welcome to Friday Night Flights. This is where we get together every Friday night and fly around the world in a variety of different aircraft. It's always a good time. So yeah, come join us. Grab yourself a drink and a snack, and we'll be taking off in about maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Tonight we're still on the island of Borneo in Indonesia. And yeah, we're going to take a little trip to the southern part of Borneo. And tonight we're going to end up in a place called Kuala Kurun. And yeah, a lot of interesting stuff to see along the way. And like I said, we'll be taking off in about 3 or 4 minutes. We got a whole lot of people here at the airport. We got a nice big group. We haven't even started, and we already got 7 people here. So that's great. Looking forward to it. There's not too many faces I haven't seen before. We got our buddy Warthog Bert joined us last week. That was a lot of fun seeing him. We got Wingnut Bob and Longhorn Ram and Alpha Sim. I'm not sure I've seen that name around here before, but it should be a good time having him around. And we got Fadre back there. I do believe at one point I saw our buddy Newbie. He's around here somewhere. And yeah, should be a good time. How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Friday night, guys.
Nice to be here, guys.
Yeah, I see Fadre is joining us in Discord. Good deal, buddy. I see in Discord up in the upper lobby there, that guy called Alpha Sim is in there hanging out. Yeah, if you want to come and join us in the discussion, Alpha Sim, just come on down to the group flight lobby here in Discord. I don't know if you're listening to the stream or not, but yeah, just come on down and we'll have some chit chat. Just be aware that we're streaming on YouTube. I think most everybody realizes that, but I still like to run that by people.
Hey Longhorn, you're in the Marine Corps C-130 tonight, aren't you?
Yeah, I thought I'd try something different.
Yeah, I recognize it. The big 272 on the nose.
Oh my gosh, people. This is an absolutely momentous occasion for the channel. Something that's happened that's never happened before in the history of the channel. I just got my first super chat. How do you like those apples? My first super chat. That's a dream come true. Our buddy James Holmes over there in the UK from Scotland, super chatting in. I know it's really early in the morning for him. But yeah, thanks for the money, buddy. That is absolutely awesome. Thank you. You definitely hold a special place in the heart of this community. That yeah, very nice. Thanks for helping to keep the light on around here, buddy. It's I don't even know what to say. I didn't think I would be getting any super chats tonight. It just, we don't get that kind of stuff. So yeah, that is very welcome and very appreciated. Thanks so much, James. He says, I can super chat now. I'm super chatting then. Nice. Nice, yeah. I think I've had that turned on for quite a while, and nobody's bothered to check it out. So yeah, very humbled and very appreciative, James. Thank you. And he says, going to bed now. Well, you get some good sleep, buddy. It's always nice chatting to you. I am in a number of communities where I run into James all the time. He seems like a really nice guy. So yeah, get some sleep, buddy. Take care, man. And Alpha Sam joined us. Greetings, buddy. Yeah, I saw you sitting up there in the lobby. It's good to see you, man. And Mr. Newbie has joined us. Right on. It's like the whole gang is here. We'll be leaving in less than 1 minute. How about some details here about what we're doing? I believe on all 3 legs tonight we should climb up to about 8,000 feet. That should do the trick. It's not too far up, so that'll be just fine. And our initial heading, our first airport is at a heading of 182 degrees. So 182, climb to 8,000 feet, a heading of 182, and we're going to try to maintain 250 knots. That's pretty standard stuff, and that'll get us there just fine. And it is 10 after the hour, everybody. Let's go ahead and get these birds up in the air. Lazerbolt is spooling up, and we're rolling. I believe it was our buddy Warthog last week that mentioned he apologized a few times about running into people and stuff like that. But hey, man, that happens. That's why we're playing games instead of real life. It's just, we're just having a good time around here. We realize sometimes that happens. We do try to avoid it, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I got a very early morning going on here in Borneo. It's like 6 a.m. Oh, I thought I heard somebody speaking. Alright, get my autopilot going on here, and we in business. I'm going to make a left-hand turn here to get on course. It's like a 182 degrees. So we made it to another Friday. Hopefully everybody's week was decent enough.
Not bad, other than pulling my back out a little bit, but
Stop
I'm
doing
still
that.
here. I know.
Are you working around the house too hard? Doing more of that? You were installing tile last time I heard.
Yeah, I got that done. Then I was cutting up a tree that fell down during the ice storm, and sometimes I just pull my back out, put my pants on. You just never know. It happens and it happens. Last time I was tying my shoe and I pulled my back out, so I guess I just have to getting older. You have to watch what you do.
Yeah, I tell you what, you better watch your step.
Next thing you're going to be saying you broke a hip.
Oh gosh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's from slipping on the ice. You don't want to do that around there in Tennessee.
We've had some good weather, after the ice storm. Now, I mean, today was like 72 degrees, so.
Ooh, that's nice.
But it's gonna be 30. Yeah, we're gonna be 37 in the morning though. It's crazy.
Yeah, we're supposed to rain Saturday and Sunday, but it was mid 70s. I got all the windows open right now because it's still almost 70 out there.
Last week was a very mixed week for me. It was we had like 2 days that were actually pretty nice in the mid 40s, almost 50 degrees, and then we had a couple days where it snowed like hell, just like a massive snowstorm. Today wasn't too bad. It was 40s again. Stuff starting to melt.
I think you got more on the way tomorrow, don't you?
I think from looking at the from looking at the weather report, we got a lot on the way. Like in the next week or so, half of the days got snow bells on them.
Hey guys, can anybody hear me?
Yep, there we go. I wasn't sure I heard you
What?
before, but I got you loud and clear, buddy.
Oh
Sound
my
good.
goodness, great! I tried to launch or take off in VR, but it didn't work out so well. So this is
Right on.
I'm very new here, so this is fantastic.
Well, it's good to meet you, buddy. Yeah, VR can be kind of tricky. It just adds a whole another layer of weird stuff that can happen,
Yeah. Okay, so I am behind you guys, and so there's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6 of us. Longhorn, Warthog, Wingnut. Am I in the right place?
Yeah, you are in the right
Sure.
place. I see you back there. It looks like you're flying a Vision Jet. Is that correct? The
Yes, sir.
Microsoft default Vision Jet I see you in. So yeah, that should be.
That's
I think
right.
it's quick enough to keep up with us. We're going to be going about 250.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll do my best. Oh, I've been trying to learn so much from this whole experience. I got a cockpit and all my peripherals and everything.
Oh, real nice.
Yeah. And
You Did you grab? You say cockpit? You got like the Cytec or Logitech, like switch panel and stuff like that, and the autopilot panel.
No, no. I've got the Monster Tech cockpit
Ooh,
and all Virpil peripherals.
ooh, that sounds fancy.
Very nice.
Yeah, and I've got the cubic motion as well. So I am, I'm like I said, drinking from the fire hose. So I'm from Georgia. Where are you guys from?
Personally, I'm from Michigan, up here in the mitten, and digging it.
I'm from Northern California.
And
This
I'm
is-
Wingnut in Tennessee, closer to you.
Fantastic. Yeah, I just go ahead.
Northern Ontario.
Ooh, right on.
Wingnut, I just
Mr. Newbie is. Where are you from again, Mr. Newbie?
I'm in Orlando, but from the Bahamas.
Oh, right on, man. Yeah, we're from all over the place around here, huh?
yeah. So Wingnut, I just flew from Chattanooga to Marietta earlier.
Okay. Chattanooga is about, I'm thinking that's about an hour, hour and a half drive from me. I'm in Columbia, just south of Nashville, maybe 40 minutes
Okay.
from Nashville.
Right on. Our buddy Warthog says he's from Queensland. That's Australia. Could be.
In Australia?
Isn't Queensland Australia, or is it New Zealand? I thought it was Australia.
Sounds
I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, cool.
Yep, it says Australia. Cool, man. Yeah, well, it's good to have you join us, man. One of these days I'm going to ask you some questions about that cockpit you got there, because I like stuff like that. Nothing wrong with having some nice hardware.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's a really great hobby to have.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
it's a
it
lot of
is.
fun.
I'm gonna try to switch you guys over to my speakers. Don't mind me. I'm behind you guys, just tagging along.
Right on. Like I said, we're going 250 indicated. That Vision Jet, I'm not exactly sure. I've flown it a couple times, and I know I really like it. I'm not sure exactly how fast it goes. For some reason, I'm thinking that it doesn't go as fast as most jets that size, but I don't know. It's been a while. You shouldn't have
Yeah,
too much trouble,
250
though. It's a nice
250.
little jet.
250 max on this thing.
Oh, you're right on. Yeah, we'll all meet up at the airport.
Alright.
Yeah, Wingnut, I am still waiting for another update on that C-130 there, that Dirty 30 from Blackbird. It's maybe it's taken this long because it's going to be a real good one, good update.
Let's hope that's the case.
Okay, so I'm talking to you guys through Discord, so that's not going to affect. I'm talking to myself here. Sorry.
Right on. Just be aware that we are broadcasting on YouTube, so don't say anything too incriminating.
Oh, yes, sir.
So let's see here, guys. When we get to our first stop, which is going to be Whiskey India Quebec Papa at Pangsuma, we're going to be landing on runway 28 when we get there. So hold on a second. Let me double check that.
Is it Whiskey India Oscar Papa? That's what I
Yeah,
put
that's
in
right.
my.
Is it Oscar Papa? Yeah, I guess my eyes are playing tricks. How about we do runway 10 instead? That's a little bit more playing into our plans. Hopefully everybody has decent enough winds to allow that.
10 it is.
Yeah, we're going to do runway 10.
okay.
Mostly because it's pretty much straight in that way. It's a little closer anyhow. We're dealing with 10,000. We're dealing with 4,500 feet of asphalt. It's plenty for what we got going on here tonight. So yeah, count on that. Runway 10 with an elevation of 102 feet. this airport does not have an instrument landing system, but I think at least one of ours tonight does. It might be our final stop of the evening, but this one does not. I just realized I never sent my flight plan out to the avionics or ATC. It's not going to make a lot of difference. Ah, there's Mr. Newbie in that PC-24 again. That's a nice airplane. I see somebody else around here who's in a PC-12. It's also a nice airplane. Warthog, my day is going great. I always look forward to these Fridays. It's a good time to hang out and chit-chat with people. I tend to stay home a lot, so I don't really see a whole bunch of people. I hang out with my buddies on Sunday and we play cards, but other than that, this is my big social evening right here.
There's
Hey
nothing
guys,
wrong
can you
with
still
that.
hear me?
Yep, got you loud and clear, buddy. You sound good too. You must have a nice microphone.
Thank you.
Yep, the Olympics are all done and over with. Got that done for another couple years. I myself, I think I like the Winter Olympics better than the summer ones.
Never really got into watching any of it this year.
Somehow I feel like I watched more Olympics this year than I normally do, but I still only watched curling and hockey. But I watched a lot of curling and some hockey.
Not ready to talk about hockey.
Too soon?
Too soon.
So guys, could you guys see me like on the runway circling around you guys and like?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, earlier on.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is all blowing my mind right now. I'm trying to keep up with you guys.
So how long have you been simming, Alpha?
Less than a year now.
Okay, right on. Yeah, like you said, it's a heck of a fun hobby. I love it. One of the things that it did for me is it helped me learn my way around computers, especially file structures and things like that, because there's just a lot of little tweaks that you can do to really take full advantage of your flight sim, and especially the old flight sims that never ran very well. You really had to learn the nuts and bolts of your computer just to get it to run smoothly. And yeah, it's a nice hobby all around. Plus, you can invest as much money into it as you want. You know, if you want to start getting some fancy hardware, or all you need is a controller. Either way works. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Or as much as your wife will allow.
Yeah, that's the key right there.
I just got the new Pimax Super. I really love flying in VR, and it's a whole different.
I agree.
Welcome,
It really
learning.
is. I think somebody else around here recently got that same headset. Not sure what it was.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. I remember somebody talking about it, and it was pretty new
But
to you when you got it.
yeah, I did a few flights, but I had the same issue when it came down to pairing and being able to communicate on it. So I haven't given it much more time since.
Right. I do love it. I stay away from it when I'm streaming just because, I want to keep things as simple as I can and keep the problems to a minimum. But yeah, when I'm just flying for fun, it's hard to beat VR. It's just so cool.
Longhorn, you do all yours on VR, don't you?
Yeah, I didn't know there was another way.
Yeah, I'd say Longhorn is our VR guy around here. Around here, Longhorn, he knows what he's talking about, and he flies VR exclusively every week.
Okay. With no communication issues long on.
No, I've got the
Nope.
Crystal Light, um, and I just use
Oh,
this
that's
built
what I
in.
got. Yeah, not the Super. It's a Crystal Light I got. Okay. Even manipulating the tablet, I had issues with that. So it's like I'll have to figure this out.
Yeah, once we get over this little mountain range here in front of us, we're going to take a right-hand turn, a few degrees. That'll help us line up runway 10. So our buddy Warthog says he's going to get Discord within the next 3 weeks. He might be able to chat with us. Yeah, that'd be great. It would be nice. Yeah, the more the merrier. And we've mentioned before that a good way, if you don't have a computer, because I know a lot of people fly it on console and stuff, and a good way to join us on Discord then would be to get it on your phone or tablet or something if you don't have a PC.
Yep.
You can do Discord on Xbox.
Oh, can you? I wasn't sure how that would even
Absolutely.
work, but yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, you can add Discord. You can add
Neat.
whatever.
So it just runs in the background and you don't even notice it, huh?
Well, it's like an option. You just go in like an app, just like anything else. You pop it open and you same thing.
Huh.
didn't
Well, that's
know that either.
very handy. Warthog asks, are there any age limits on anything? No, no. We keep it pretty politically correct around here. We don't get too, we don't get too adult around here. We've actually, in the past, we've been doing this for 14 years, and we've actually grown up with some kids. we've had a couple kids that, I don't know, they must have been 10 years old when they started flying around with us, and they were 16 when last time we seen them. Just look at this early morning sunrise, just beautiful. I see, Bob, you switched over to that short configuration today. Good deal.
Yeah,
Just
I
for
thought
the
I'd
hell
give
of it?
this one a try and see if it is any different. I don't feel any difference though, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think there really is too much difference, other than the amount of cargo you can load in there. There's a little bit of a peak right in front of us. If you look at that mountain range in the distance, I'm going to be going to the right of that before we get there.
I can't keep up in the PC-12.
Really? Yeah, I forgot exactly where the PC-12 tops out at, but the PC-12 is amazingly fast for a single prop,
I think they talk about
Awesome.
210, 220 max.
I'm pushing the limits.
I guess probably the best you could do is to try to gain some altitude, and that'll increase your ground speed. Your air speed will go down, but the amount of ground you're covering goes up. So the net result is you can go as fast as we are, but you might have to go quite high.
Yeah, that'll give yourself a 50-knot tailwind.
That'll do it too then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have to pay for damages. I'm just running her an alarm.
There you go. You bought the insurance. Let her ride.
Yeah, that's why I decided to start with the 24. I was gonna do the 12 as well, but I say it's gonna be a struggle.
54 miles out.
54 out, roger that. I'm going to go ahead and swing to the right here about 10 degrees. I'm going to begin my descent. Probably about time we get past that ridge. Maybe even slightly sooner than that. And here we go again. As soon as it turns the right time of day, it just shuts all my lights off. I hate that. I'm going to turn them all back on again. That's one of my favorite effects in the game, is like when you look out over where the mountain peaks are just kind of poking out, like over to my left right now, there's like a haze just kind of hanging over everything, and that haze just looks awesome.
Yeah, I see it too. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are right. I'm having trouble keeping up here, but I can still see you.
Right on.
You'll get you'll catch us pretty soon. We're only about 50 miles out of the airport to land.
Yeah, once we all get into the pattern, you'll catch right up to us.
Or 43
Roger
miles
that.
out.
If Zed is your friend.
Yeah, Bob, right now we are very much on the same path. Our compasses are calibrated to each other very nicely.
Yeah, I'm just flying in heading mode. I figured you was, so I just left mine in heading mode as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much my best choice on this aircraft, is heading mode. Just the way it does the flight plans, it always adds all those extra waypoints and stuff, and I don't really want that. I just want to go straight there.
Yeah, well, that is the one good thing about this Blackbird Sim C-130. If I put it in nav, it will strictly follow that line.
Right. Well, the regular, like right now I'm flying the Captain Sim C-130H, but the 2020 version. I think that's why I'm having trouble with the flight plan. If I was flying the 2020 version, or the 2024 version, it would work perfectly. I would be able to use all my navigation instruments, but that you guys wouldn't see me. I would appear like a weird looking bus. It's got a weird texture issue or some kind of thing, a level of detail thing that just screws up. You don't see the outside of the aircraft. All you see is the inside. So
Yeah.
I fly the old version of it just so everybody can see me. And flying with the heading bug ain't that bad. It gets me where I'm going. About another 5 miles. I'm going to start dropping her down. We've got to be getting somewhat close here.
35.
I'm in the back.
I'm still blown away from that super chat by James. I forgot that was even a thing, but yeah, I love it. Keep them coming.
Yeah, Discord. Settings.
All right, I'm going to begin dropping her down slowly. I'm going to bring her down to the neighborhood of 2,000 feet.
Hit it down.
Oh gosh, I'm just. Can you guys still hear me? I'm just back here, just cracking up. This is amazing to me.
Yeah.
I've been by myself for a year.
Oh, isn't it nice to actually see other people in the air too? It is. It's great.
Just the whole Discord thing. I mean, it's
Yep. It's nice to actually be in a community, right? You know, you got.
yeah, it's next level.
Yeah, that reminds me of way back in the day when we first, our community here, msflights.net, we started flying back in that, well, it was Microsoft Flight is what it was called. It was
Yeah.
like it was a kind of an arcadey flight simulator thing that they were trying to do, but it was just called Microsoft Flight. And that's where we kind of, a lot of us met and we started flying together. And that sim tank that didn't last very long, it wasn't very good. And everybody said, well, let's just move on to the actual flight simulator, the Flight Simulator 10 or FSX. And it was like, well, I mean, that we can't fly together with FSX, can we? I mean, I knew it had multiplayer, but I thought it was only like shared cockpits. Like you could fly around with somebody as your co-pilot. I didn't realize that you could have 100 people all flying together. I didn't have any idea. You know, and once I figured that out, I was like, oh my God, there's no stopping me now. This is great.
I have so many questions, so many, it goes on and on. So I have a wish list that, I have a buddy he's a racing sim guy, and but he has no idea about flight and, Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'm proud to say that I'm able to scratch off some of those wish list items as I go,
Yeah.
and I do it myself. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and there's just something about just aviation in general. It's really, really draws me in. I love these airplanes and stuff. My favorite kind of airplane is a prop. That's why I love these big C-130s. You just can't beat it.
So, Mr. Newbie, I see you're in the PC-24.
Yeah.
I have a
Yeah, that
problem
thing's.
with that one.
I think that PC-24 is plenty fast enough to keep up with us. It's got quite a bit
Yeah.
on that 12. Actually, it might even have extra props, doesn't it?
But
Or-
the 24?
Yeah, does the 24 have 2 props?
No, it's jet.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a jet.
the
Okay,
jet
well that
version,
explains
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 12 is the prop, yeah.
All right, I'm going to hold at 2,500 feet.
Yep. I was getting a terrain warning at at 22.
Yeah, we're not quite on the flat part just yet. All right, that's better. Just a reminder, we're coming in on runway 10. That's going to be just on the other side of that river that you're going to see here soon.
And what's the protocol for landing? I mean, everybody's got to clear the runway, so we don't want to be, of course, I'm way behind, so
Right.
I'm sure I don't.
Well, once again, we try not to hit each other, but we don't worry about ATC
Okay.
or nothing like that. You know, we try to keep a good spacing. Like I said, if there's anybody like right in front of you or right behind you, just give a call out. Let them know how fast you're going so they know what to expect. That's about it. When you get down on the runway, exit the runway as soon as you can. Let everybody else land. And then we'll meet back up at the beginning of runway 10 or whatever runway we landed on. when everybody gets down, we're taking back off.
Full
the good
stop
thing
at
is-
runway 10.
Yeah, the good thing is the planes don't have collision with other aircraft.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that is a good thing. Nobody's ever happy that they had to restart their flight.
So runway 10, I guess we're going to do a traffic pattern, left traffic pattern into the airfield.
Yep. Right now I'm on left-hand base leg. I'm going to be turning final in about another 10 miles. But yeah, just swing out to the right of the airport. Keep the airport on your left until you're lined up at the runway. Sounds like you know what you're talking about.
I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous, but we're all going to be watching.
We'll hold up our scorecards. So
Okay.
no, I'm just messing.
Okay, it's about time for me to start slowing down and maybe begin my turn to final here.
Wingnut Bob does get some good drone shots, so if you do anything spectacular, you might make the news.
Nice. I'm in 2D right now, so I'm really fumbling around my cockpit with the views and all that. I'm really used to this, the VR.
Oh, it's so much easier in VR to just look where you want to look, and there's everything at. Yeah, I had to completely remap all of my cameras in the cockpit to make it the way I like it. Basically, I can move my camera around as if it was a guy. You know what I mean? I don't use any of the preset cameras. It's just I can move it around, up and down, left and right. I can look any direction I want, just as if it was a player, you know. But that makes it pretty handy. I can go anywhere in the cockpit and lickety split.
What's the airport code that we're going to?
Whiskey, India, Oscar, Papa.
Okay, I got it in sight. On the radar.
Yep, I know it's just on the other side of this river. I kind of got the sun in my way right now, so it's a little hard to spot, but I know it's there.
Where are we right now? Malaysia?
We are in Malaysia, the island of Borneo, the second biggest island in the world.
Really?
That's what they say. Yep, after tonight, we're going to be way to the south, too. After next week, we probably are going to be, well, we ain't going to be in Australia just yet, but there's a little island chain just south of here. It might still be part of Indonesia. And I know I'm getting super close. I better really slow down here. What's going on? I just don't see it. I think Warthog's up there. Maybe I'll use him to help me find it.
I'm right behind Warthog.
Like I said, I got that sun glare in my face, and I just don't quite see it.
Are there any groups such as you guys that have that are Vision Jet that fly the Vision Jet airframe?
None that I'm aware of, but geez, there's something for everybody. There's got to be somebody out there doing it, right?
Well, you know, I've practiced in the PC-24, so maybe I'll next time I join you guys, I'll be in that one.
Oh, there you go. That would be a great little jet to fly with us. There's also a number of default jets too. Some people like to fly that Warthog, and there's also a couple Cessnas. The Citation and the Longitude are both really good and well suited for what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't like the Citation. The cockpit looks tired.
It is a bit basic, and the Citation and the Longitude have identical cockpits. Longitude's a little bigger and more powerful, but they have the identical cockpits. But it's pretty well made, you know. It's a decent flight. Alrighty, I'm on 1 mile final, runway 10. There is also to the left of the runway on approach, another big old hotel. So don't clip your wing on that. It's not fun. It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
to
I
the
see
left
it.
of the approach. You see that?
Yeah, just barely. That sun and glare right in my eyes.
It is. It's like the same color as the dirt too. So look out.
All right, airport in sight.
Oh, there you go. You didn't fall too far behind.
I have a left tire that's flat, so come in on the right wheel.
Uh-oh, you might have a bit of a lean. Whoop, sorry, Bob. Didn't get out of the way quick enough. It looks like you might have left your auto throttle on.
Yeah, I'm going to go around.
Is that what happened?
That was
Yeah,
coming
that's
too
my
fast,
number
yeah.
one thing. If I forget to turn off that throttle, I'll know. I always know when it's just a second too late.
I bet the people staying in that hotel are loving it about now.
Well, I tell you, that would make me nervous. Having it right at the end of the runway like that.
Yep. Come into some fog or something, not see quite right. You're
I
gonna
would
nail
almost
that
be-
hotel.
I would almost be more nervous if the airplane's taking off. A nice landing, Padre.
Thank you. First time in
Okay.
this thing.
Gear down.
I'm going to swing right behind you there, Alpha Sim. Come in right behind you.
Roger.
Good job on that landing, Longhorn. That was a nice short stop.
Going way too fast. I'm high and fast.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I just had my auto throttle on and forgot to turn it off, and I couldn't set it down.
Yep. Well, I always love it too. It's like you're on the runway, and it's like, how come I'm not slowing down no matter what I do? It's like, well, that's why. That's why I always thought it was weird. Why is the auto throttle completely separate from the autopilot? I never got that. It's like you would think that if you shut off the autopilot, it should shut that off too. But nope. Must be a reason why they keep them separate, because every aircraft is like that.
Coming in hot. I'm gonna float.
Oh, you're looking good, man. You're right on that center line. I love the look of that Vision jet too. It has that V-shaped tail. It's a really nice looking jet. I've got one of those in my cargo company. I use it all the time.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was a nice landing. Bob looking good on that
Alright.
landing. Tell you what, everybody's really nailing it today.
Clear the
Warthog
runway.
coming in nice and straight. Whoop, whoop, up and at him. I thought Warthog had that one for a second, but he decided to go around. Might have been a good choice.
Wow. Guys, I cannot thank you guys enough. I'm gonna bail. So good luck. I'm gonna catch up to you guys next time, maybe in a faster airplane. But this
Right
has
on.
been a really, really great experience. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks. You're too kind, buddy. It was nice meeting you. And yeah, we're here
sir.
every single Friday, so come on back.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Got our good buddy Captain Hopper up in here wishing us a happy Friday and a nice landing. So yeah, good deal. Good to see you, Cap. How you doing? Captain Hopper, this is one of my most proudest moments as a streamer, or as a YouTuber. I'm not really a streamer. I make videos. But I got my first super chat today. It was glorious. Felt good. A fine gentleman named James gave us a super chat. So yeah, moving on up in the world. I'm doing good, Hop. Staying warm up here. It's in the mid 40s, kind of touching 50s. As long as it stops snowing, they're going to be doing great. I've had enough snow. I don't really mind the cold, but I've had enough snow. Alright, Warthog coming in, looking good on this one. Yeah, that little jet there is hard to slow down. I can tell that. It does not want to slow. Thanks, Cat Mop. Yeah, for anyone who's unaware, if you really want to go and see somebody who knows what they're talking about when it comes to Destiny 2, go over to Twitch and watch Captain Hopper. Or right here on YouTube, he has a channel where he has some tutorial videos about Destiny 2, and he goes through all of their downloadable content that they have. They have a regular release schedule for that stuff, and he goes through everything really good. And he's easy to listen to, and he knows what he's talking about. And if you like Destiny 2, he does too. So go check him out. Right on. I think we are all down and ready to get these birds back up in the air. So why don't we go ahead and get back on this runway. We'll get ready for the second leg of our evening. And I appreciate everybody too that comes around on Fridays and just watches the stream. It's been growing every week, and that's very encouraging. I really like that. And one of the things people can do that help out around here is scroll down and hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. And when you do that, say to yourself, I'm going to allow this. It's very empowering. It feels good. Do it. So we're going to be out of here in about a minute, guys. Go ahead and form back up on the runway here. Our next stop is the beautiful city of Kuala Kurun. Turn off that yellow blinky light. Wish this button was a little closer. It's way down here. Alright, gentlemen, this leg is at a heading of 154 degrees. After you take off out of here, turn to a heading of 154. That will be a right-hand turn. That will get us on track for Kuala Kurun. We're going to also climb to 8,000 on this leg and try to maintain 250. Alrighty, I think I got everything all set. Let's go ahead and get these birds up in the air, guys. Lazerbolt, rolling. Yeah, Alpha seemed like a nice guy. It's nice talking to him. Seems like a very friendly and enthusiastic fella. Really love watching these birds take off one after another. It's a nice sight. Yeah, it's funny. There's only 3 large buildings in this whole town, and 2 of them are right at the end of the runway.
Naturally.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Coast yet, but hopefully he's staying nice and warm. Over there in Buffalo, he always gets the weather about 2 days after we do. So right now, he's probably getting a lot of snow.
Yeah, I saw on the weather. I was watching this guy Ryan Hall does a YouTube weather thing, pretty
Mhm.
good.
Yeah,
He
I
was
like that
showing
channel.
stuff.
Yeah, it's a good channel. He's usually right on it too. He knows when there's a big
Yeah.
pattern coming in and it's time to, you know, buckle down the hatches.
Sabres are beating the Panthers anyway.
The what now?
It's Buffalo Sabres.
Oh, the Sabres. Oh, I forget that it's hockey season, isn't it? Uh-oh, I think I may have locked up my sim. What's going on here? Oh, I did. My sim just crashed.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Mine
very
did at
unusual.
the very beginning.
Yeah, yours crashed even before we started. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fire this back up as quickly as I can. And I'll don't wait for me. I'll be right behind you.
Nope, nope.
Yeah, that's unusual. That does not happen very often. Yeah, I was telling Bob earlier today when I first launched my sim, it made me sign the disclosure agreement again. The license agreement or whatever it is. With all the stuff you need to know. It's weird. That was just out of the blue. I don't know if they changed the licensing agreement or whatever it is, but I had to agree to it again. That was weird.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday. I
Did you too?
For the first time this week I flew, and then yesterday as soon as the first time I started up, I got that. You must agree to these rules,
Okay.
whatever.
They must have changed something.
I
Yeah.
still haven't received that yet.
Weird. I was a little worried. I was like, oh, what happened? Did it erase my save or something? But everything seems fine except for this crash here. This is very unusual. It doesn't crash as much as the sim used to back in the day. Doesn't mean I like it, but I do like how fast it boots up. I mean,
Well, yeah,
in the
yeah,
grand
that's
scheme of
true.
things, it don't take that long for everything it's doing. It don't take very long. And there's the gang.
Whiskey India Oscar Papa traffic. Lazerbolt Lima 1 Oscar November. Taking off runway 28. Departing straight out. Whiskey India Oscar Papa.
Alright, get this beast all ready to go here. Apologize for having to go through all this again. Alrighty, I think I'm basically ready to go here. See you in the skies. See how fast I can push this thing and catch up to y'all. Great, my switch panel don't work now. Alrighty, I got your name tags up there. We're not too far behind.
Yep, I see you back there.
Went by me like I was standing still.
Who did?
Warthog.
Oh, that little jet he's in is pretty damn fast.
Oh, no wonder he's in an F-18 now. Super Hornet.
Oh,
Well,
that's
that'll
fast.
do it. I thought, wow, that's pretty fast for a Vision jet. I'm doing 230.
Yep, that'll definitely keep up, but we can definitely land on shorter runways. I don't know if all the rest of the runways tonight are all that short. It'll probably be fine. Alright, he even told us in the chat that he's changing planes.
Yeah, he must be in the default F-18 because I could see his airplane as it should be.
Oh, that's good. I like that. It's always difficult for me to fly normally without using my panels, because I'm just so used to having everything right there. Gear, flaps, autopilot, everything right there. All my radio.
So none of it's functioning no more?
None of it is functioning. I have to do it by hand, but that's all right. Excuse me. Yeah, it makes me wonder if all of my drivers crashing. That's probably what crashed my sim.
Could be, yep.
Not a SPAD problem.
Well, at least I'm back in the sky. Now that I've got my autopilot set, maybe I'll monkey with it a little bit here and see what happens if I unplug it all. Could crash my whole computer and then I'd be having fun.
Well, we're 78 miles out.
We are inbound for Whiskey Alpha Golf Alpha at Kuala Kurun. When we get there, count on runway 23. Guys, count on 23. That's 3,900 foot of asphalt. Not a super large runway, but it's big enough. 118 feet of elevation. That's nothing to worry about there either. So count on that. 4,000 foot of asphalt of runway 23.
023. Okay.
This ought to be interesting doing an ILS approach on our final stop when I don't have any in my cockpit. I'm just going to have to remember where some of this stuff actually is in the cockpit, or what the key binding is. Yep, oddly enough, I only have one aircraft on the radar. I'm not even sure it's one of you guys. They're going the wrong way.
Yeah, I saw that one. I don't know what that was. I can see you behind us.
It's good to be in the same world. I didn't hear anything about any kind of updates or patches or fixes for the sim. That's odd that we're having crashes. A couple of us are.
Yeah, I was lucky mine happened right at the start, so I had time
Yep.
to recover.
I'm going to push this bird unrealistically fast to catch up to y'all. In real life, my wings would be falling off right now. As well as the wings on my frickin' uniform. They'd rip those right off too.
Oh, it just caught up with you there, long haul.
Yeah, I slowed way down. I forgot to turn the auto throttle on, so I was cruising along at 280 knots, and so I
Yeah, I was wondering.
I lowered my speed down to 200, and then turned the auto throttle on, and I went another 5 minutes and looked at it. I was like, hey, it's not lowering my speed at all. So I shut it off and pulled the throttle back, and then lowered it to 200 and turned it back on, and now I'm cruising along at 200.
Oh, there you go. That's one way to do it.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
thought that flipping the switch and doing the reference speed to 200 would automatically take over, but it didn't change my speed. I had to manually pull the throttle back to get it to slow down, and then it caught up.
What I'll often do in that Dirty 30 is, as I'm engaging the auto throttle, I'll pull my actual throttle all the way down to 0. And then that seems to work the best for me, because my throttle is dirty. I've had it for years. It's not 100%, you know what I mean? If you look at the throttle in the cockpit, you can see it wiggling back and forth like it's trying to find the exact spot. And sometimes that wiggling is enough to kick it out of the autopilot. You know what I mean? Because it's designed that when you move the throttle, it kicks you out of the auto throttle, or at least it readjusts it or something. Anyway, if I put it all the way down to 0 and then do the auto throttle, everything seems fine. But that's just because, you know, my throttle itself, the pod inside is kind of dirty.
And we're 46 miles out.
I'm going 338 knots.
Whew.
I know it, right? My crew chief would not like this. When I get down to the ground, he's going to have to reattach everything. How far out are you guys?
44 miles from the airport.
Yeah, I'm at
Roger
43.
that. Well, when we get past this ridge up here, go ahead and turn to the left. Help us line up for that runway 23.
Yep, I just took the left there about 10, 12 degrees.
This is the time of the evening as well that we take our 10-minute break. It's customary on the second to the last stop of the evening, which is now. Once you get down to the ground, we'll call out a time and we'll add 10 minutes to that, and that's how long we're going to check here. So, yeah, that's a good time to go ahead and install the game. 10 minutes is long enough. It's a pretty small install, believe it or not. And yeah, you can meet us right there. All the information is in the description of the YouTube video, and there's even a link to where you can grab the PLN file itself. Pop that into your GPS and you're all set to go.
You doing live weather, Bob?
No, I was on a few clouds in early morning. Just wanted to see what it looked like as the sun was coming up. How's your weather?
I'm flying blind.
That good.
It's completely cloudy now. Oh, I just broke out of the clouds, so I see little patches of ground in there.
Well, at least on our final airport of the night, there is ILS. That'll help out.
Yeah, there's no rain or anything, so that's good.
I'll switch over and see what you're looking at here.
On live, looks pretty nice.
Oh yeah, if you're, oh well, there they come the clouds. It took a second.
It took a second for him to come in, huh? Well, I'm catching you guys slowly but surely. Yeah, it's funny. We were talking about, we've had a number of young people flying with us over the years, just hanging out with the community and stuff. And this one kid in particular, I remember, his name was Alex. And I remember he would fly with us every week. And he was a kid, every once in a while we'd have to tell him to settle down. And, he was a kid. That happens, But he was a really nice kid, very enthusiastic. We always had a good time flying with him. And he was very into aviation, so he fit right in. He was really into airplanes and stuff. And then we didn't see him for like a year or two. He just didn't come around. And then all of a sudden one day he popped back up. It's like, and his voice changed. And it was like, oh my God, he sounded like a man. Like last time we talked to him, he was a kid. And then all of a sudden he's a full grown man. It's like, we couldn't believe it was the same guy, It's amazing how the voice changes sometimes,
Oh yeah.
As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that Alex went and got himself his pilot's license. That's why we don't see him in the game anymore. He's flying around for real. Alright, I probably better start thinking about descending here a little bit.
Yep. We're 19 out, and I'm down
Roger
to
that.
24.
I can see right where you're at. Like I said, I think I need to get a little lower. So yeah, when you guys get down, just find a little place to park at the side of the runway. You'll get a good view of me coming in. And we'll take a break.
Okay, and we'll hold up the scorecard.
Where are you going to find all the cards that go higher than 10? You're going to need them. I'm feeling good about this.
Well, it sounds like it.
Is that Coast I see hopping in Discord? Coast, greetings, man. Nice to see you, man. No comms from Coast.
Good evening, Coast.
That's funny. I'm looking out my left window for the airport and realize it's on my right side.
I do that all the time because I'm usually looking at my aircraft from the front, you know what I mean? Just so I can look back and see everybody. I get my left and right confused all the time. It's like trying to fly a remote control airplane. There he is. Tap, tap, tap.
How do?
Howdy,
Good.
Hello,
How do you
Coast.
do?
We got 45 degrees here today.
Really? I was just saying you probably got some snow because we had snow a couple days ago. It was nice here too. And by nice, it was 45. That's pretty nice.
How's everybody doing?
You're a real quiet coast.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes, better.
I'm using my spectacular $10 microphone.
Oh, there you go. Hey, I've had some pretty good cheap microphones over the years.
Not bad. It's Logitech.
So yeah, they're saying we're supposed to get a nice little winter push here in the next week. It's supposed to get a lot of snow. I'm done with it.
I've been done with it for a lot longer.
I hear you there.
I'm 500 miles north into northern Ontario.
That sounds cold.
That's cold.
You guys can all shut the hell up.
Yeah, that sounds cold. Hey, I'm used to cold, but that sounds cold.
Yeah, I'm from a little town called Buffalo.
Hey, you're right up there next to Canada, aren't you, buddy?
3 miles of the border.
Is anybody down already?
Mr. Newbie's about to be.
Okay, good deal. I'm just trying to use that as a reference to where exactly the airport is. I see where he's at. That's a handy pointer. Gotta remember not to use any of my controls.
You gonna be able to do reverse thrust?
Yeah, my stick works fine.
No.
It's just my switch panel, my autopilot panel, and my radio stack. They all went blank.
Don't clip your left wing on this tree at the beginning of the runway.
They like to put them big ones right there.
Well, you aren't kidding. Those trees are real close.
Coming in right behind you, Padre, at about 2 miles.
And
And how do I pronounce that? Is it Fodre, Fadre, or Foder?
it's Fodre. It's my daughter's nickname for me. I don't know where she made it up.
Fodre it is. You can't argue with that.
Sounds like it came from Lord of the Rings.
I believe it probably did. It's a pretty old one. Believe it or not, she's in third year law school.
I've been calling you that for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Are you the one that said you were in Canada?
I am.
Oh, okay.
Laser is on 2 mile final.
It's BC-12.
Well, you're right. The trees leading up to this are just not inviting. And also, it looks like the runway is kind of placed on top of the, I don't know, like the satellite image. The runway doesn't quite line up with the map image that they got down there.
It actually looks more normal once you get closer. That's what I thought when I was coming in. It's like it looked like two runways, but now it almost just looks like a trail next to it.
The sure does come and handy the taxi though. It's total double shit. Wide eye.
Not a single "that was an amazing landing" laser?
Yeah, I was about to ask you if your landing gear was down because it didn't look like it from my perspective, so I chose not to say anything until
All
that.
right. Yeah, I hate how it does that. It won't draw them landing gear in until way later. And you hate to like mention it because, you know, you don't want to be wrong, but yeah, it always does that.
You're right about that. It is a double image. I just took the drone out, and it's definitely another runway underneath this one.
Yeah, it's like the satellite image is, I don't know, about 3 feet to the right of where they placed the runway. So it just ain't quite lined up. Oh well, why don't we call this half past the hour? So at 22 the top of the hour, we're in the air. We're going to be back up in the sky at 22. I almost flipped this bird right over. So yeah, go ahead and grab a snack, grab a drink, pet the dog, like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you back here in a few.
I almost forgot you can put this airplane in low speed ground idle. Man, it sounds different. It's got a louder hum.
We got Kineas Tunny Tuthill that says that he liked and subscribed. So yeah, do that, everybody. Cheers and best. Yes, back to you, buddy. Thank you. We are here every Friday night. In the past 14 years, we have literally only missed a handful of nights. Just maybe 5 or 6 Fridays in the past 14 years where we didn't do this.
What's the link on YouTube?
Pardon me?
What is the link on YouTube?
Oh, on YouTube
By
it
the way.
is. That's I always assume that's how most people find us, but you must not have. Yeah, on YouTube
Discord.
it's Lazerbolt videos. Just go to Lazerbolt videos. You see in Discord in the group flight info channel, there is a link to the stream, and from there you can like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And that's another good
Cool,
way.
yeah.
You can get the flight plan right through that, and the PLN file and everything. I put it all right in there.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Kenia says that YouTube suggested it. Well, good job, YouTube. Keep up the good work. Like I said, what you do is you go down there and you hit like and you hit subscribe and you say out loud, I'm going to allow this. And it just makes you feel good and powerful when you do that. A big rush of adrenaline. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be back with a cocktail. It's Friday. Well, guys and girls, we're going to be getting out of here in about just over 3 minutes. Going to go ahead and get this bird back out onto the runway, and we'll get prepared for the final leg. Yes, the airport or the airplane we're flying. I am in the Captain Sim C-130H. Wingnut and Longhorn are both in the Blackbird Simulations C-130J. I like any version of the C-130 we can get our hands on. I'm a big fan of this Hercules. Easily my favorite aircraft out of all of them. So yeah, I really like flying this thing around. It gives you good speeds, it handles relatively short runways pretty well. You can get in and out of tight spots pretty easy. And it's overall really nice airplane to fly. It's a shame that there isn't a default C-130. It's like one of the most iconic aircraft in history. And they don't have a default one, but they do have some pretty nice ones that you can buy. guys and girls, 2 minutes. We're out of here. Our final destination of the evening is at a heading of 159er from this airport we're at. Turn to a heading of 159er, and we're going to be heading right there. One minute, everybody. Once again, we're climbing to 8,000 feet. Try to maintain 250 indicated. Remember, this is our final stop of the evening, and it does include there's an ILS approach. So we can latch onto that localizer, and these birds bring themselves in like they're supposed to. Couple notches of flaps here. Alrighty, guys and girls, let's get these birds back up in the air and do this final leg. Lazerbolt is rolling. This is our last evening in the beautiful island of Borneo. Oop, I didn't pull back quick enough. I forgot how short this runway was. And oh my God, did that. That was super close. I almost hit those trees.
I saw that. I think your wingtip did take the leaves out of the top one.
I was only surprised because I'm looking backwards. I didn't know there was trees. I should have guessed. I didn't know they were that close. Yeah, I got lucky on that one. I got real lucky. Alrighty,
Last time
turning
you were
right.
looking back, there was you was having dinner with the mountain goats.
Oh, not this time. I almost had dinner with the, I don't know, woodchucks. What hangs out in trees around here?
Squirrels.
Yep, there's probably squirrels there everywhere. Alright, turning left to get on course for our final stop of the evening. Once again, climb up to 8,000.
Question for the young man from Canada. What color are the squirrels in Toronto?
Most of them are black, but there are some red ones, and there's some gray ones.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got the gray kind around here. We are getting pretty far south, honestly. I think we passed the equator long ago. So, I don't know. Good thing it's
I've never
summer
even
around
seen
here.
it. I've never even seen the sign.
It's not very well marked. Well, you can see here how close we are to Australia. So, we're probably going to hop over here next week. Hop down here. Actually, what we're probably going to do would be best is to go across here and then join Australia around here somewhere. That's the plan. And then we're not going to forget New Zealand over here. Got to hit New Zealand. Pretty dope over there. Lots of nice stuff. That's the plan. Alrighty, I blew way past 8,000, so I'm holding here at about 8,650. Yeah, the big difference between this C-130H that I'm flying and the C-130J from Blackbird that those guys are flying is this has like the really ancient steam gauge dials. The cockpit doesn't have any glass in it. There's no computers, there's no nothing, no radar, no nothing. It's pretty simple. The real old school kind. Those guys are that Blackbird Dirty 30 they call it. That Dirty 30, that is a modern beast right there. That thing is quite an impressive aircraft. The cockpit in that thing is stunning. I do have a number of videos I've made about it. That is a very nice aircraft, and it's one of my favorite. So if you want to learn about the navigation systems and the computer system of it, go check out some of my videos. I also have videos about this aircraft too. It'll show you everything you know about how to use the autopilot and how to navigate and how to do everything you need, including cold and dark startups and such. So yeah, if that interests you at all and you want to learn about these Hercules, it is my passion. Check out some of my videos, and hopefully you can learn a thing.
You know, I was watching some videos this week earlier, and I saw some guys flying the C-130H, what you're in now, that had been modified with glass panels in the
Really?
on the front. Yeah, it still had in the center console. It's still in the very center. It had all the engine instruments were still in with the steam gauge or analog, but the other had been modified to the new glass panels. But it was still an H model.
Interesting. It seems like Captain Sim could be able to do something like that if they worked hard enough on it. Because I mean, for this aircraft, it's fine. But for like they just released that the AC-130 gunship, which it looks amazing from the outside, but from the inside it looks just like this. It's got the wrong cockpit entirely. It's not even close to the right cockpit. It doesn't have any of the electronics that you're going to have on that gunship. You know, it looks nice, but there's zero difference between that and this, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't even know. If it was me, I probably wouldn't have even bothered. If I'm not going to put the right cockpit to the right airframe, why bother?
Yeah. I mean, I'm surely not going to bother buying it. Although there is a bit of a buzz around that aircraft. I've had a number of people leave comments in my videos asking me about that. And from the sounds of it, people are actually excited about it. But, you know, it's really only a visual thing on the outside. Basically, they just made the outside of it look like an AC-130. You know, with all the big guns sticking out of it and the rat-tat-tat and all that kind of jazz. But everything else about it is not correct at all. And Captain Sim, they're not trying to pull one. They're not trying to pull a fast one. They know that it's not realistic. They even say so. They even say that it's a fictional aircraft. It looks like a gunship, but it's really not. Just if I didn't have this, I might consider buying it. But I mean, since I already have a beautiful C-130, a number of beautiful C-130s, I just don't see the need to buy that one.
Yeah.
Now, if Blackbird said they were making an AC-130, I'd perk right up because that would be
Oh,
dope.
you bet.
You
Oh
know
my
it.
goodness, yeah.
Right?
Especially because back in the cargo compartment is where where they control the guns from,
Yeah.
and
And you can go right
that is
back there.
pretty awesome. Oh yeah, if they had that set up, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Oh, what is the best D130 payware then? If somebody doesn't have one and wants one.
Depends on what you want.
Yep, depends.
If you
Probably
want the glass,
the
the more
best.
modern or the older.
Yeah, the best, most complicated one is the Blackbird simulation, and that's not even been released yet. It's still in a testing phase, but you can buy it and help them test it out. One of the beta test things. That's a really nice. In the future, that will be my number one. But this, the C-130H that Captain Sim has and the C-130J, there's very little difference between those two, the Captain Sim ones. Those are both very good too. They're the old-fashioned kind of steam gauges, so you don't have a lot of the modern, just the niceties, like altitude hold and things like that. But it's also very nice. It's just really old, and it doesn't have any of the new whistles. The only thing wrong with the Captain Sim ones is the 2024 version of both of them. They don't work properly in multiplayer. Other people won't see you. So that's kind of a no-go for me. I mean, so when I use the Captain C one, which I am tonight, if you buy it, they'll give you both versions. They'll give you the 2020 version and the 2024 version. I just use the 2020 version, and everybody can see me. There's a couple things that don't work properly, but at least everybody can see me in multiplayer.
Yeah, and the one he's in that has steam gauges, the older type. The one that Longhorn and I are in, or the more modern J model, has the glass cockpits with the updated avionics.
Still from Captain Sim.
Nope, that one's from Blackbird Simulations.
Oh, from Blackbird. Okay, so Blackbird's making another one?
No, that's just the one. They call it the Dirty 30. I think they call it the Dirty 30. It's the C-130J. Captain Sim also makes a C-130J, but it is not like that one. It's old-fashioned steam gauges. But like I said, I kind of like the steam gauge version of it, and it works really good. I'd probably right now at this moment, I would be flying that Blackbird version if it was a little more complete. It still has a few little odd bugs that just kind of get under my skin, so I'd rather fly this because it works perfectly all the time. You know what I mean? The other one soon will be like the best airplane ever made, in my opinion. But at this moment, I kind of like the C-130H from Captain Sim, just for the simplicity of it all. I mean, I know I'm not really helping to answer your question, which one is the best to get. They're both good. They're both good. They both, like I said, the bad thing about the Captain Sim was it's the old-fashioned cockpit with no electronics whatsoever, and it doesn't work in multiplayer. You'll have to use the 2020 version of it. And the bad thing about the Blackbird Simulations one is it's not quite finished yet, so there's still some weirdness going on there that they're trying to iron out,
I've been having some pretty good luck with it lately, though.
Yeah, honestly, me too. Just a few little things that just kind of bother me. It tends to be a little twitchy. The throttle works a little weird, and I know you can adjust it just right and make it perfectly, but still, it's a little odd. It's a little bit of an all or nothing sometimes. It doesn't have much subtlety to it. Same thing with just a lot of stuff to it. Like you're trying to adjust your pitch with the pitch knob, and sometimes it'll just shoot you straight down into the ground, and other times it'll work perfect. Warthog wants to make a request to go somewhere. So, where were you thinking about going? I think Warthog says he is from Australia. Maybe he wants to go somewhere specific there. I just like this Hercules in general. This is an amazing aircraft. To me, this is the most airplane-looking airplane ever invented. If you had a kid draw you an airplane, it would look just like this. It's just an airplane's airplane, you know. It's perfect. That's why it's lasted as long as it has. It's the perfect airframe. After all these years, they designed it so perfectly right off the bat that it's hard to improve on it. It's hard to make an airframe that works better than this does for the job it's designed to do. And yeah, I just love it. It's an absolute icon. So Kaibong is a very small airport, not too far from Sunshine Coast Airport. Right on, I'll make a note of that. I'm glad that's in the chat. I'll be able to come back and check it later. Alright, we're halfway to our final destination here. Let me get some info. I know we do have an ILS approach here, so here we go. Alright, we're going to be coming in on runway 10. Count on that. Runway 10. It does have an ILS. Let's see here. The runway itself is 8,200 feet. That's a huge runway. That's twice as big as any other runway we landed at tonight. So count on that. 8,200 feet. 39 feet of elevation. That's no biggie. We have a ILS frequency of 110.7. 110.7 for that localizer. And the heading for runway 10 is pretty straightforward. It's 100. 100 magnetic on that heading. So count on that when we get to Syamsudin, Noor. Alright, see if I can get that frequency put in here without using my radio stack. We got here 11, I'm almost there already. 110.7. I think we're all set. Make sure my radio beam coupler is set for AFF, and we are all set for ILS localizer. Alrighty, before too long, we're going to have to descend down to about 4,000 feet. Take a bit of a right-hand turn to get lined up with runway 10. I think we still got a minute or two.
Yeah, I'm showing 73 miles out.
Yeah. Warthog wants to know who is speaking in Discord. The voice you're hearing right now, that's me, Lazerbolt. We have the regular cast of characters going on with Coast and Foder and Fadre, that is. Longhorn, we got Mr. Newbie, we got Wingnut Bob. We're all chilling, enjoying a Friday night. Well, I sure like the look of that bird, man. That F-16 just looks real natural with one of these C-130s. It's beautiful. That's a good escort to have right there.
Probably not the first time that happens.
Probably not. Yeah, I got to remember I climbed a little extra high, give myself some extra time to get down to 4,000. Shouldn't take too long to get down to 4,000 now. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to begin descending right now. Rather slowly at first. I'm not in a big hurry, but I do need to get down to 4,000. I'd like to get down to about 4,000 when I'm about 20 miles away from the airport, and that's how I'm sure I'll be underneath the glide slope. Look at these perfectly laid out fields down here.
Yeah, I was noticing that. That's different.
Yeah, I mean, for a second in the distance they look like gigantic solar panels. They're so perfect.
I was thinking the same. So, Longhorn, you planned yourself a new RV trip lately, or you just gonna wing it?
Haven't fully decided where we're going, but we'll be going in mid-May.
Yeah, that sounds like that's probably gonna be the earliest I could go if anything happens. It's a good time to go though. Spring is around and things are starting to look nice.
Yeah, things will start drying out around here, and probably go to the coast again where we went in October, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the place you showed us the pictures where you had your dogs and stuff going on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
that looked nice,
on the
right?
beach.
That was right on the ocean. Yeah, that looked real nice. Getting ready to hold 4,000. Alrighty, holding 4,000, just waiting to intercept that localizer beam. I'm going to go ahead and swing out a few degrees here myself. I think I'll head straight south. 180. So, Padre, are you guys still buried up there right now? Been having a lot of snow this year.
Yeah, too much.
Yep. Yeah, and it's just when it ain't snowing around here, it's still pretty cold, so it doesn't melt much, and it just keeps piling on. It's like I said, we've had some 40-degree days, so that's pretty nice. A couple more of those, and the roads will be clear.
This winter we've gone from -40. It's either -40, and when it breaks from -40, it breaks just to snow, and then it'll snow and snow and snow, and then when it stops to snow, the temperature drops right back down into the -30s or -40s.
Well, at least it's predictable. Well, that's one thing too that at least I'm glad that, because I'm hearing all over the country, people in Boston are getting socked hard, and people that are just, they're used to it being cold, but they don't usually get winter storms like we do. At least we're used to it. We have the infrastructure to handle it. We've got plows, we've got salt trucks. People don't realize that you need more than just that too. You need to have gigantic trucks to put the snow in just to get it the hell out of there, and then you have to have a place to put it. So it's a pretty big operation, and we're ready for it. We get this every year. It's a little bit of a doozy of a year, but we're ready for it. I'm sure you guys are too. Doesn't make it any easier, but at least we can handle it. We don't shut down completely. Alrighty, I should be picking up that ILS localizer here any minute now. It's a little too early to latch onto it, but I should be picking up the beam. I'm going to go ahead and turn a few more degrees here to the right. Okay, I am receiving the localizer transmission, NAB1. It's one of those where I'm receiving the telemetry, but it didn't update my miles. You know what I mean? It still has that red bar across the miles. Some localizers give you the information, some of them don't. But I am sure that this airport has a glide slope. You don't need to worry about that. I tested it earlier. There is for sure a glide slope. Alrighty, here I'm getting about ready to activate that ILS. Let's give it a try. Localizer engaged. Receiving the glide slope telemetry. It's this little arrow here. As we get closer to the airport, this will slowly begin dropping. When it reaches the horizon, it will engage the clutch, and we will begin descending into the airport. Easy peasy. Well, at least I know I'm within 20 miles. Making my turn to final, runway 10.
So captured.
Sorry, newbie?
Right behind you, low capture.
Oh, right on, bud. I'll get us there.
I don't know why this thing jumps 2,000 feet once it captures the glide slope or the localizer.
Yep.
Yeah, mine did too.
I don't know either. That's one of the reasons why I have trouble flying it, man. It's just unpredictable. It does weird stuff. It does mitigate it a little bit, though, if you do it in the order that I describe in the video. Because instead of like doing crazy maneuvers, all it does is it'll bring you up to the glide slope. Usually you'll just stay level until you hit the glide slope and then you'll come down. But this aircraft, for some reason, the one you're in, it will, when you're close to the glide slope, it'll actually climb up to grab it, which is weird. You know, that's probably something they're trying to adjust. But it's better than having it just flip out on you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, mine did the same thing. I just jumped 2,000 feet.
Yeah, like I said, it's unpredictable and I don't like it. I'm fully established on the glide slope and I'm coming in. We're looking good. Time to slow my ass down now, I'll tell you that. I'm way too fast. Well, we're coming in automatically. Beauty. But there definitely is a particular order that if you do things, then it makes it a lot smoother. Longhorn, I think I'm going to pass you here in a second. I'm trying to slow down, but I'm not having much luck.
I'm locked in at 170 knots.
Right on. I'm still at 245.
Oh,
I know. I'm zero throttle. I am not slowing down at all. Zero throttle over here. I'm going to pass you on your right. Same thing, Mr. Newbie. I don't want to give it too much flaps and have them snap right off. Hey, I made it down to 240. Oh, you know what it is? I'm sitting here thinking I'm adding, I'm thinking I'm adding notches of flaps, but I'm not adding flaps because I'm using my controls. Durr. I got to do it on my stick. Okay, that's better. I'm starting to slow down now.
did you turn your auto throttle off?
I don't have one. You know I don't have one. I have severe auto throttle envy. Actually, the biggest thing that I miss in this airplane is the ability to climb to a specified altitude, tell it to go to 8,000 feet, and it just goes there and stops. I can't do that on this aircraft. I can stop at 8,000 feet, but I better be paying attention. I'm getting real close. I need to slow down. I can't put my gear out this fast. Okay, gear down. I think we're good. Luckily, this is a long runway. Well, there's no huge trees in the way, and there's no buildings in the way, so we're looking good. All right. Well, that all worked out pretty good, Longhorn. Nice landing. And Mr. Newbie coming in right behind you, looking good.
Nice.
Was your ILS bringing you a little left of the runway?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here.
Mine brought me in perfectly straight. Weird. Yeah, it's just little things like that that I think they're still tweaking. They're still adjusting. I'm sure stuff like that too is hard to adjust because you make one little adjustment on one thing and it affects everything else. You know what I mean? So you got to just do it just right. It takes a long time to just get it perfect. Get that bird down. Well, another mission success. How about that? Other than my system crashing, everything went pretty smooth. Hey, Travis is in the live chat there. Yeah, he mentions not all ILSs are straight in. Not sure about that one though. 99.9% of them are. Yep, that is very true. But the issue on this one was, for me, it was 100% straight in. For both of these guys, it wasn't. I'm going to blame that on the Dirty 30 not being quite right.
Hello.
Travis, there you are.
Oh,
How you doing? I was just talking about you. I read your chat.
I just jumped in and was kind of seeing where you guys were.
We just got here to our final destination of the evening. How you been, man? How's things down in Florida?
Good.
Staying dry?
It's raining today, which is good. We need it.
We'll get some rain. Okay. Hey, did you get a chance to check those shrimp out? Did you eat any of them? How were they?
I did. They're pretty good. I would say probably better than, well, I mean, there's wild and farm ones at the store, but I would say probably, a little better than store-bought ones. But, just shrimp at the end of the day, and they're good.
Well, good.
Yeah, I made some shrimp with cocktail sauce and what was it that I made the first night?
For those who don't remember, our buddy Travis went out did some shrimping a week ago or so. Caught a whole bunch of shrimp. I've never done such a thing at all.
This week I found a good deal on Facebook Marketplace for some used solar panels, and I added to my solar panel array.
Oh, did you?
And yeah.
Well, right on.
Today is the first day where something is added to it technically, and so tomorrow is going to be like a little bit of a cloudy, rainy-ish maybe day, and we'll see how much it improves my not so great days. Hopefully really well.
Pretty soon you'll be powering the whole neighborhood.
Yeah, I can't sell back. But
they don't buy your excess, huh?
I don't have an for it. And you gotta usually like do agreements with the power company and extra permitting and this and that and whatever. Yeah. Not gonna do that. I'm at a rental property, so I'm doing something kind of special already as it is. And yeah.
All of yours ground mounted?
Yeah. I just put these ones on the literally on the ground with like a 2x4 sitting up on the back, so it has a little bit of a tiny angle, but and not like not just like sitting completely in the dirt.
Right. I saw your setup. It actually looks pretty nice for a homemade rig.
Yeah. So I'm excited to find out what tomorrow brings, and yeah.
There we go. That's more like it. Look at that beautiful airplane. That is one thing I like about the Captain Sim too, is there's tons of animated parts. The Captain Sim Hercules. It's beautiful. The way you can like open up the radome in the front and drop the, you can drop the
Oh yeah.
big ramp down in the back. You can't go in it like you can in the other version, but at least it looks pretty cool when you open everything up. With the flag on top and everything. Very nice.
What if you're in the cockpit view? Can you go through the whole interior?
No, you can't. The door's locked. You get up to the door and just bump your head into it. You can see there's a hatch on the floor that you can climb through, but you can't get through that either. In the Blackbird one, you can walk around anywhere you want. You can do anything you need.
Yeah, that's interesting. Nobody's perfect, I guess, on both sides.
Yeah, they all have their different intricacies, so whatever. I know I'm not even drinking, and I still can't talk right.
That's me every day.
Easy for you to say.
Look at this beautiful lineup of airplanes here. Just awesome. Had a heck of a good time tonight. We had a great show up, a great turnout. We had like 7 people right at the first airport as we're taking off, and that's a pretty good group.
Yeah, it's kind of a little surprised to see so many people, and you even got a super chatter in your chat.
I know, right? That is absolutely amazing. That blew my mind. That's going to make my whole month right there. Yes, Mr. James Holmes is forever a hero of the community. Yeah, I've seen him in, there's a couple other communities I hang out with, and James is part of them too. And he's a really nice guy, really nice fella. I don't know how he does it hanging out with us over here in the United States, because he's over in Scotland, so it's like, it's way early in the morning for him. He's usually staying up late to come hang out with us.
No. Speaking about Scotlanders, every now and then I do talk to Ed. I don't know if you guys remember Ed so much.
Do we remember what?
Ed?
Yep, I remember.
Ed, he was staff. I mean, I don't know if he still has his staff.
Oh, Ed?
In here, but
Yeah, Ed. Yeah, I remember Ed. Was he the guy that worked for Rockstar?
yeah, he did. Yeah.
What a job that'd be, huh? Working for, you know, working on the new Grand Theft Auto.
He enjoyed it, but he didn't like some parts. Like there was a lot of turnaround in the company.
Oh, sure.
In a sense, because they did a lot of contract work and stuff.
I
So,
imagine their NDA is probably crazy too. I mean, it'd probably be real hard not to get in trouble saying anything. I mean, probably just saying I work at Rockstar is against the NDA.
Yeah, I think his biggest trouble was that there was just like a lot of hands in the kitchen, and the head chef wasn't there, kind of situation.
Oh yeah, I get it. Somehow I get that.
And the problem is the hands in the kitchen are rotating around all the time. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's like a massive, massive corporation now. You know, they're one of the biggest. So I imagine they run a pretty tight ship, and that brings people in and out of there all the time. Probably the worst part is you'll have to deal with people who don't really know what the hell they're doing. You know what I mean? You know, corporations like that have a lot of people that make important decisions that don't know the first thing about video games. And this guy has final say, but he doesn't know anything about video games. So that's always something you got to deal with.
Well, there's that, and they didn't have any like retention because they mostly contracted a lot of it out. So they basically contract somebody on for, I don't know, 3 or 6 months or a year or whatever, and then once the contract's up, they often, you know, have somebody else new coming in. So it's kind of like when you think about if you're making like a structure, like a program is basically a structure or a game, and then you got all these people that are constantly going in and out all the time and just doing fixes here and there and stuff, and then, you know, of course people inevitably leave bugs in certain parts of these things, probably mostly unintentionally, but, and yeah, anyway, you can just see what kind of disaster that would bring.
Huh, I just had the weirdest thing happen on stream.
I saw that.
Look,
bus.
did you see a big bus pulled up, and it had like a ramp and everything, and then it just disappeared. A big bus pulled up and attached a ramp to the side of my airplane, and then the whole kit and caboodle disappeared. That was weird.
Mm.
It didn't attach it to the correct side.
Maybe I'll be seeing some of it.
Trying to steal your plane.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be seeing some of these airplanes at Sun and Fun.
Oh, when's that coming up?
It's April 14th to the 19th.
April 14th. That's my birthday. Cool. Coast was just talking about he's got plans to go to some air show too. I think that's coming up.
Yeah. We got one up in Niagara Falls.
That sounds fun.
It's got the
Is there any?
Thunderbirds and the Snowbirds.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll be getting the Thunderbirds after you guys at Sun and Fun. I don't think the Snowbirds usually go to Sun and Fun, and I don't think they're coming this year either.
Remember, the Snowbirds, they fly out of Canada. They don't fly out of the U.S.
I mean, that's fair, but Sun and Fun is the second biggest air show in the nation.
That's the one. That's in like Florida, Daytona area.
Yeah, Lakeland. That's in like
Okay.
the center-ish of the state.
Probably the only one I'm ever likely to go to, and I really need to get my ass over there, is the one in Oshkosh. That's a
Yeah.
pretty big one too.
So,
You've been saying, remember that commercial where the guy's trying to build something and he keeps saying it for years and years and years and years, and he never does?
That sounds
I don't
like me
know,
talking about
Laser's
Oshkosh.
Laser's done a few things that he said that he wanted to do that he'd end up doing, like going to Chicago and stuff and some other places.
Yep. For some reason, I've just never made it across the lake to go to that big air show. I do like
Take
me some
your RV.
airplanes.
Take a rowboat.
Yeah, so Sun and Fun is almost exactly like Oshkosh from what I understand, except a little bit smaller and a little bit less people, but it's I mean, you're talking about like maybe, I don't know, 20% or, you know, I've never been to Oshkosh, so I can't really say for sure, but it's very similarly set up, and yeah, all the shenanigans.
Oshkosh has actually got a seaplane base right on the lake.
Yeah, they got a lot of icons coming out of there too. I noticed. I think that might be near where they were developing it.
Yeah, they used to do a seaplane fly-in near Sun and Fun for the Sun and Fun event, but due to some kind of concerns and maybe issues in the past, they started or stopped doing it, and that was they had people hitting like stuff under the water, and or there were just more concerns for some stuff under the water, like logs and stuff, or not necessarily just logs, but also stumps and stuff. So it's just a little bit shallow.
Yeah, I see our buddy Warthog there says that there's a nice place near him. He also mentions that there's some people giving pushback on the Blue Angels. And yeah, I'm not surprised about that. I've actually heard, like, otherwise normal, level-headed people say things like, we just need to get rid of air shows. They're too dangerous and they're too expensive. Just get rid of air shows. And it's like, man, what are you talking about? That's crazy talk. What's the matter with you? That's absolute crazy talk. I mean, for people who like that kind of stuff, there's nothing better. Why would we get rid of something like that? I mean,
It comes
everything's
with
dangerous.
a
Getting out
little-
of bed in the morning is dangerous.
Yeah, it comes with a little bit of risk, but they try to calculate it as best as they can. Air shows have gotten a lot stricter over the years of like what you can and can't do and stuff, and like, for example, you can't put energy into the crowd, or you're at least not supposed to put energy towards the. In other words, like, you can't put your airplane on a trajectory where it's unsafe towards the crowd, and just to minimize risk and
Yeah, that's
you know.
common sense, really.
But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, some things happen, and usually with Oshkosh and Sun and Fun, it's very
Where's
likely
Sun and Fun?
for in Lakeland, Florida,
Okay.
and it's likely for one accident or something to happen, but that's just because like 1,000 people fly in. You know, you're kind of asking for
accidents are always going to
something
happen,
to
no
happen.
matter what. There are going to be accidents.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that you're kind of asking, like, the chances are going to increase for this event just for the fact that there's so many people participating in this event. So, like, just even flying in. But yeah, hopefully nothing happens this year. But it's kind of in the mentality that something is more likely to happen than not. Just, you know, not even with the air show specifically. Yeah, I was thinking about never getting out of bed ever again, and just kind of.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, the most
Well,
dangerous thing any of us did today was get out of bed. That's the most dangerous thing we could possibly do. If you want to be safe, just stay in bed, man.
I might have to adhere to that because I found just putting my pants on to throw your back out.
Well, yeah, I've gotten out of bed without pants before.
There you go. I get a
That
lot of
might
weird
be the
looks when
solution.
Is that why you got thrown out of Walmart?
I was gonna say, when I go to the grocery store, I get a lot of weird looks.
Oh, I wasn't sleeping at Walmart.
There you go. I got that.
Want me to give him the reference?
Coach, do you know something we don't?
No, I don't.
Well, guys and girls, this was an absolutely pleasure of a flight, and I really enjoyed myself, as always. And next week, we are flying out of here to the little island chain that's just to the south of us. Let me check that out on the map here. See, there's a little island chain. Actually, what we're probably going to do is go to the east. There's a little slightly bigger island chain. That, to the east there's a little island that will almost connect us to Australia. It's right there, and it'll be a quick hop from that little island to the mainland of Australia. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that in the next couple weeks. It'll be a good time. And hopefully we'll see you guys next week. We're going to be here same time Friday, and let's do this again, and we'll have a good time again. All right, take care, guys. Bye now.